Mary accidentally saw the medical report of her husband's secretary Sarah. It actually said Sarah had AIDS. Mary was terrified and decided to tell her husband right away. But then Mary heard intimate sounds coming from his office. Mary remembered how he swore he would only love her when he proposed. Mary's heart shattered instantly. Then Mary pulled herself together and knocked before walking in. Sarah reacted fast and quickly hid under the desk. Mary clearly saw her husband looking guilty and the glaring lipstick mark on his collar. So Mary decided to hide the truth about Sarah's illness from him. Mary only said today was their 5th wedding anniversary and told him to come home early. Then Mary turned around and left. But this only made Sarah even more arrogant. Sarah strutted over and provoked Mary. Sarah bragged that Mary's husband spoiled her like crazy. Then Sarah violently threw hot coffee all over Mary. Mary could not take being humiliated in public. Mary raised her hand and slapped Sarah. Before Sarah could even recover, Mary slapped her again and knocked Sarah to the floor. Just then Mary's husband heard the noise and rushed over. He glared at Mary viciously. Then he picked up Sarah from the floor and walked away. That completely destroyed Mary's last bit of attachment to her husband. Mary called her lawyer and told him to prepare a divorce agreement. That night when her husband came home from work, he pretended to explain why he protected Sarah earlier, saying it was only to keep Sarah as a valuable employee. But right after he said that, Sarah suddenly called. Sarah cried that a client was bullying her and had drugged her. Mary's husband panicked and immediately wanted to go save Sarah, but Mary stopped him. Mary said he had to sign an agreement before leaving. At that moment all he cared about was Sarah. He signed his name without even looking. He had no idea he had signed a divorce agreement. Soon Mary's husband arrived at the bar where Sarah was. He saved Sarah with almost no effort, but while he was not paying attention, Sarah secretly signaled the client beside her. The client immediately said Mary had ordered everything because Mary was jealous that Sarah was too close to her husband. Mary's husband believed it and carried Sarah out of the bar. He even thoughtfully got Sarah a room, but Sarah clung to him and refused to let him leave. Sure enough, Mary's husband could not resist the temptation. Just like that, they had a wonderful night together. The next day Mary's husband came home furious. He questioned why Mary had drugged Sarah and made Sarah lose her most precious thing. He had no idea he was just one of Sarah's many boyfriends. No matter how Mary explained, he refused to believe her. Just then Sarah called again, acting like she wanted to die. Mary's husband immediately headed out to stay with Sarah. Before leaving, he warned Mary not to target Sarah again, or he would turn against Mary completely. For the next month Mary's husband never came home again. He kept taking Sarah to all kinds of high-end places and trampled on Mary's dignity as his real wife. But Mary did not cry or make a scene. Instead, Mary waited until the divorce cooling-off period ended and got the divorce certificate. Then Mary's assistant told her there would be an auction tomorrow. A one-of-a-kind AIDS treatment suppressant would be auctioned there. Mary learned her ex-husband would also bring Sarah there. Mary knew the moment to strike back had finally come. The next day Mary dressed up carefully and arrived at the auction. Watching her ex-husband and Sarah show up as a couple, Mary forced a smile and offered her blessing. That made her ex-husband furious. He questioned why Mary still had not realized her mistake after he ignored her for a month. Just then the host announced the auction had begun. Her ex-husband could only hold back his anger and sit down with Sarah. To put Mary down, her ex-husband deliberately paid a high price for a jade bracelet and gave it to Sarah in front of everyone. Then he looked at Mary provocatively. He even said if Mary apologized to Sarah, he could pretend nothing had happened. But Mary did not take him seriously at all. Just then the auction finally presented the special suppressant. Mary immediately placed the highest bid without hesitation. This instantly made her ex-husband suspicious. He could not help suspecting Mary wanted the medicine to treat herself. Sarah seized the chance to stir things up beside him. Sarah slandered Mary, saying her private life must be dirty. Sure enough, Mary's ex-husband believed it. He walked up and questioned why Mary wanted that drug so badly, but Mary ignored John and kept raising the bid. John lost his head and bought the drug at the highest price. He had no idea he had stepped into Mary's carefully designed trap. John was sure Mary had caught some dirty disease, but Mary did not deny it. Instead, Mary asked John if she really was sick. Would John be willing to give her the drug? John was completely enraged and lost all reason. To get revenge on Mary, John smashed the world's only special drug on the spot. He had no idea he had also destroyed his only way to survive.